Hello everyone, welcome. Hope everyone's doing well. Thank you all so much for coming in. Welcome to GT. I don't know, give it a second, it should be fine. It should be fine. Look, YouTube, yeah, a little bit of a delay today. But we're doing fine. We're alright. I hope everyone's doing good. Anyway, let's go enter some races. Let's get some stuff done. We'll be fine. Let's go see what we got. Let's see what we got for us. Yes, lots of races. Also, alright, also. The suspense is killing me. The suspense is killing me. What is the also? There we go. But anyway, let's get our category races done. Let's get our money. Let's get as many category points as we can as well. That way we can increase our level. To complete the drawing. Very nice. Very cool, man. Hopefully it goes well for you. Boop. And there we go. Very nice. Boop. Give us the money. Give us the credits. Let us go up to the next level. Although we still can't complete the next level. Welcome to Hope you've been well. Yeah, because we don't have enough. We don't have enough entry tickets for that. So that is fine. We'll go back to level 1. Get a little bit more money here. That way we can eventually save up for another performance vehicle or an upgrade to a garage. That'll be very, very nice. That'd be a nice thing to have. Alright. Let's get our Akagi races knocked out. Let's get our Haruna races knocked out. And I think we should be able to try the Hakone advanced race. Maybe. But we will see. Welcome, Blood Wolf. Hope you've been well. We're doing a 12-hour spa, but not in the Mercedes. Ooh. Different GT3 car. Or potentially it's a multi-class. I don't know. Right now, I've got a bunch of the league stuff I got to worry about with VTREC and TGT and all that stuff. So I'm probably not going to be super available for endurance races. At least for a little while. Yeah, okay, that's the next day in game. Only true range. Ah, the Porsche. Fun. I wish you the best of luck then. I wish you all the best of luck. Alright, let's do this. Let's see what we can do in this. Get our points, get our money. All the fun stuff. Ow. And then we can tackle the Hakone races. I have to see what level we're at right now. I will see if we can't increase the level. If we can increase the level, I might focus on that. If we can increase our level, then I'm gonna do the advanced race to get our first prize of the game, which would be very, very nice. Right. There we go. Actual corner. Get a little bit of angles going for it. Much better. Much better. Alright, give us the money. Every little bit helps early on. Yeah, okay. So no more there, that's fine. Alright, Hakone. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so we can actually go up another level, so I'm gonna focus on that then. Because this is another drift event, so that we can get actual amounts of, you know, points and money for and everything like that. We're not quite limited by the performance of a vehicle yet. And if we can do this and we go up a level and we can still enter the advanced race but can't enter the next level race, then I'm gonna try that as well. Because I think we have enough power and a good power to weight ratio and a good overall performance to do that race, I think. I'm hoping. There we go. Get as many of these, a minimum 1,000 points as possible, but gradually build it up to even more, because the combos do stack starting in Kaido Racer. And for the first drift, there was a base 3,000 points anytime you got over 1,000 points per corner, or per corner artist section. But in ooh, okay, we can do level 4. But we don't have the tickets for that. But we can do the normal card cup. So I'm gonna do that. Because we just barely beat it. Or we just barely were beaten by it the previous time. And I wanna see if we can't do better now. Now that we got some engine upgrades, now that we got more weight reduction, better tires, aerodynamics, all that stuff. We should have a shot at it, I think. Trying to get the turbo boost pressure spooled up. Absolutely send it. There we go. Yeah, we have a lot more power, so we can really launch this thing off of the line. Back to the left. Come on. Oh boy. Gotta make sure we minimize speed loss. Really race through. Alright, brake at the sign. Okay, brake a little bit earlier than the sign. That's gonna hurt us a little bit. Okay, trying to get a little bit twistier, so our average speed is going to be going down a little bit. So it's going to be a little hard to just gauge how far along we actually are. Come on, you unnecessary pig. I need as much speed as possible. Alright. Yeet it. Around the hairpins. There we go. Alright, this way as well. This will carry a little bit of speed. When I was playing My Summer Card, I tried getting some of the Steam achievements. I wasn't actively going after them, but like I did use some of the Steam achievements to gauge kind of roughly what are some goals I wanted to set for myself in that game. Like I did want to build the GT Satsuma, partially because it was an achievement, partially because I did look up how it looked. And I actually really like the look of the Satsuma GT. And then I did want to at least win the beginner rally, just to say that I did it, and you know was able to, you know, actually attempt it. Come on. Oh boy. Alright, we got less than 30 seconds. Now into a long, pretty much straight section, at least a continuous high-speed section of road. Only really got one more braking zone left. Alright, 14 seconds. 10 seconds. We might better make this chat. There we go, okay. Much better. Much better. Who's messaging me? All right. And there we go, our first cup, our first trophy. That's so small. But But we got our first prize, which will affect the different types of racers that can that'll wanna race us and everything. So that is lovely. All right, nighttime. Let's go. Ooh, all right. We got some rivals to race against. Let's see what we got here. All right, someone with an air cleaner. 400 horsepower is Supra. I mean, it is a chunky Supra too, so maybe. All right, let's bet the money. All right, Storia versus Starlet. Two lightweight Japanese hot hatches. This will be an interesting one, I think. It's also another tricky rival. With a little 1.3 liter engine. They do have 4-wheel drive though, and quite a bit of upgrades on that car. But we should be able to take them down, I think. Maybe. It depends on how they have their vehicle set up. If they have it set up towards a lot of acceleration, it'll definitely make it a little bit more tricky for us. But we'll be alright. Yeah, okay, they got a bit of an acceleration advantage over us. At least off of the line. They don't exactly have the cornering capabilities, though. There we go, around the corner. Use a little bit of E-brake to get the rear out, a little bit of rotation. Some of these low-speed corners, you are rotation limited in the front-wheel drive car. You need to use just a little bit of the handbrake to get ourselves around that. Oh, nice. It's not bad. I personally don't vibe much with the Porsche. It's one of those vehicles where, like, in an endurance setting, I can kind of be okay, but I don't feel comfortable with like pushing it. I don't like how it feels right on the limit of grip. Whereas the Merc, I can push it right up to the limit and be confident and smooth and everything. There we go. That's we get an air cleaner upgrade now. I will gladly take that. Our status. And you know what? I'm gonna put on that upgrade real quick. That way we get just a little bit more power. Whatever little bit of power we can get, I will gladly take that. One extra horsepower. You know what? It's worth it. It's worth it. All those stock games I was gonna get a release and oh cool. I've not played any of the soccer games, but they seem pretty interesting. Alright, let's see what other rivals we got. Wait, no! Are you okay, never mind. They left. They left. Because I'm a melon. Oh well, the Hakone area rivals, I don't gotta worry too much about them. Because like they show up frequently enough that like they're not gonna be hard to find. Oh. Fun. It's got 170 horsepower advantage, but we're about 600 kilograms lighter than them. Oh, I am going to decline, at least for the time being. All right. Extreme. downfall, destruction. Alright. These ones we should be able to beat. The regular kind of story mode rivals. They'll be around like the 300-ish horsepower range. The Haruna Hill Climb Club. We raced them previously in Tokyo Stream Racer Drift 1. So granted we did that when we had the Subaru. But we should be able to handle them in a fairly upgraded Starlet without too much issue, right? I mean, they will be gradually getting lighter, and lightweight and handling do help out a lot on the Toge, even on the uphill section, so we will have to see. Haruna does have enough long straights and heavy acceleration zones, though, that power does matter quite a bit. Considerably more than some people think. Considerably more than you might initially think. So you do need that balance of handling and power, that traction out of the corners. And there's only so much you can set your vehicle towards acceleration before it really starts to hurt you a little bit. There we go. Alright. Now it wasn't too bad. We might actually be able to handle the tricky then. If these guys are in similarly weighted vehicles and similar power vehicles. But we will see. Alright, we got downfall now. Going from a 4-door to a 2-door sports coupe. But it still has fairly heavy curb weight. Oh, is that when JDM comes out? Yeah, he's hoping it's a good game. I won't be able to play it right from the start. I'll probably wait a bit to pick it up. Just because I already have kind of a backlog of games I wanted to play on stream and everything like that. But I'm hoping for those that are like super excited for it that it'll be good. I don't know, after being burnt from a couple different games, I've kind of vowed not to buy games on the actual release day. I usually wait at least like a month for people to kind of complete the honeymoon phase and then actually, you know, say if it's good or not. I saved a little bit of money that way. Come on, get it around the hairpin, please. Alright, there we go. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Alright, here we go. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. Alright, yeah, the Sylvia's not putting up nearly as much of a fight as the Chaser or the Z was. We should be able to do this, I think. So we might, granted, he does have four-wheel drive, which does give him that traction advantage. But we might be able to really put up a good fight against the GTO then. Maybe. I'm a little bit worried about that, but we might be able to give him a good fight. It is a heavy vehicle. It is a very heavy vehicle, which means they'll have to brake really early for the turns, and they'll be quite sluggish through them. So if we do go through... Oh, you're gonna be a fun one, aren't you? Alright, we got money. We got money. We'll battle them. And hey, this will allow us to unlock level 3 V-engine parts, which would be good. Oh boy, okay. We got this, right, chat? I say that I'm actually quite terrified. That thing's got crazy amounts of torque. But he's hoping he's got the gearing set long for the vehicle. Oh, compact versus an absolute chunker. We are on the inside though, heading into the first hairpin. Not that that matters much. Oh, sheesh. Okay, hello understeer. That's not good. Alright, we got the momentum coming into the next corner. Dive him. Okay, that's not good. They're gonna have a major advantage in these next couple of sections. Oh, the straights. Alright, that was a little bit dirty, but we made it work. Alright, stay to the inside, defend. There we go, okay. We hurt them a little bit heading through the corner there. Come on, I need a lot of continuous corners, back and forths. One corner that leads into the next. That seems to be where the AI has consistently struggled over most of the games. And even here. Don't you do it. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Okay. Okay, come on, where's the finish line? It's gotta be close. Just around the corner, right? Run a defensive line. Okay. We made it work, if just barely. Okay, our car is definitely not powerful enough to take on that 400 horsepower super back at Hakone then. Holy moly. Alright. We got a little bit lucky there, I think. Alright, let's see. Boxer 6. Alright. Fun. Alright, we can do this. It's downhill. Everyone outside of the RX-7 and the CRX will probably be a little bit heavier than us. So we should have the maneuverability capability. But they all will probably be equal or have more power than us. So, gotta be a little bit careful there. There we go. Alright, good launch. So we might actually not have too much of issues then. Easy through the corners. Go, break at the 25 meter. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Alright, next one. Let's see what we can do. Alright, double battle. Against the two I said would probably give me the most trouble. Alright. Yeah, the RX-7. The RX-7's got good acceleration. Taking a defensive line into this turn. Work at the 25-meter board. Get it around. Alright, Groove 9 and the CRX isn't gonna give us too much trouble. They're way back there, and then they gotta get past their teammate as well. So they shouldn't give us too much difficulty after the next hairpin. That RX-7 though is gonna be a little bit tricky, I think. Alright, that's one opponent down. Time to extend the gap. Easy. Alright, come on. Not too much further, not too much further. We should be able to do this without too much issue. There we go. Okay. Now finally the one in the Accord. The four-door performance sedan. Should be fun. True braces. There we go. Good launch. Alright, yeah, the weight is giving them a little bit more issue than the power has been benefiting them. By now the RX-7's been the toughest opponent. They are not doing nearly as well. Alright, break a little bit earlier, probably about 40 meters. Maybe even earlier than that. I will say the sooner we can get some brake upgrades on this on our vehicles, the better. Although I gotta find either a sponsor or someone that bets some good brake parts. Because level 2 brakes just don't cut it. Level 2 brakes do not cut it at all. Ooh, okay. All right, we got a lot of opponents. We got a team and we got 4 other opponents here. Ooh. Alright, we got Knight. We got the Rise Ashanti team. All the different Knight cars. So let's see, Knight Groove. So that's you first. So the Suzuki Swift. Then the Honda Beat. Then the Yamaha 2, and then finally the Sylvia. Oh no, okay. Yamaha 2 before the Beats. MR2 and the Sylvia probably be our main 2 opponents. The Swift, it's an earlier model, so it doesn't have that much power. It is short wheelbase, though, so it should be maneuverable on some of the twists of Akagi. But basically the MR2 and the Sylvia will be the big 2 ones. But at least the first and the third race should be pretty straightforward. Yeah, like we are basically in a version of the Swift that is later and got more power. So shouldn't have too much issue here. Not that the Swift is a bad car, the Swift is a pretty cool car actually. Especially the later models of Swift, I actually quite like them. But yeah, the earliest Swifts, little bit down on power compared to a lot of the other vehicles we'll find on the Toge. And you can see even there, 34 and a half seconds, and they were defeated. All right, next up, the MR2. A little bit trickier. But, well, they may be able to beat us on acceleration. We might have an okay run. Never mind, we beat them on acceleration. Even with the front-wheel drive issues. I'll take it. I do prefer Akagi over Haruna as well because Akagi has a lot more corners that lead into each other. Like one corner that leads into the next, which usually humans are able to take a lot better than the AI can. At least especially in this game. So it does make, does allow you to race against considerably quicker opponents. compared to Haruna, where you do get a lot more high-speed straights. And like actual straights, not just high speed, kind of like, you know, slight turn and a slight turn, but like actual straights. This has a lot of kind of sweeping corners, one into the next, which is very, very good. Does tilt it massively in our favor. Alright, next one. Alright, the Honda Beats, little lightweight K sports car. Super cute. But, yeah, not really that quick. Not that quick at all. They'll probably, I don't think they'll last even 30 seconds. Like, we're just steadily pulling a gap on them. Yeah, 21.4. Not that long at all. Alright. The final race of Rise Ashanti in the S13 Sylvia. That's still not bad. Especially for the Porsche. Ooh, okay. He does have acceleration advantage. That's gonna make things a little bit tough. Oh, he's slow through the corners though. He keeps going deep into them too. So I gotta make sure I can stay on the inside heading into the hairpin. Getting squeezed a little bit, that's okay. Yeah, an endurance trim, that's not bad. Alright, easy. Come on. Get it going. Alright, they're gonna give us an actual challenge, which is gonna be fun. There we go. Alright, good stuff. Let's keep it going. Trying to pull a little bit of a gap on them now. Ooh, big gap. They struggled on that turn there. Alright, there we go. Ooh, that final race was a little bit tough. Night Rise. The rest of them not too difficult, but that final one had a little bit of a surprise difficulty spike there. Alright. So we got an SVX. We have, what are you? Oh, it's a Primera. And we got a Mazda 3. Ooh, we can get a Mazda 3. I'm glad we saved up some money then. That'll be useful. Porsche sounds incredible on drive. It does sound good. I don't quite like the Porsche handling, but it does sound pretty good. Alright. This would be great. Either we can sell the Mazda 3, or we can use the Mazda 3 to replace our current vehicle, as it will have a lot more power than our current car. It has around, what, like 200, I think? Something like that. I didn't take a look at the actual specs. So we will see. It'll be a little bit heavier though, with it being a four-door sedan. By the way though, lots of tight corners. The Starlet will be Marcelo having some good advantage there. Alright, brake just for the 25. Get it around the turn. There we go. Nice. There we go. Good stuff, good stuff. A little bit less good there. I'm trying to minimize brake fade, but I don't need to worry about that too much, as we are winning these pretty handily. So don't really have too many races that are dragging out, which is nice. I know later on, especially once you get high performance vehicles and you start racing against some really high level opponents, the races do go on for quite a bit, and your brakes do not keep up. Ooh, best of luck to him then. 171 horsepower. Okay, so that's a 40 horsepower advantage. It is 300 kilograms more though, so maybe. Because it's the Audi. The electronics in the Audi are dog water. That is literally the reason why. The electronics in the Audi are terrible. On off traction control instead of, you know, variable levels. It's just max off. And it literally, because it's a mid-engine car, it literally throws itself into a slide as soon as it detects like the rear wheel is slipping, because it just creates the liftoff with the turn-in braking oversteer that's, you know, common for mid-engine cars. But it literally throws itself without driver input into that with the traction control, which is terrible. Welcome, JB. Okay, we're still in the Starlet's little lightweight bean car, but hey, it's doing us quite well. Getting a lot of good race victories. We even managed to beat a Mitsubishi GTO as well. Yeah, ironically, that one has the better electronics, despite having the same chassis, same engine, all that stuff. It's literally comes down to the electronics. If the Audi had the Lamborghini electronics, it would be a lot better to drive. But it doesn't. It's kind of shit. I'm not even gonna say it's kind of shit. It is genuine shit. Which is honestly impressive, considering how, you know, how much Audi like to focus and, you know, focus on their you know, all their features on their cars and their racing heritage and everything. But like, at least in pretty much every sim I've tried it in, the Audi is absolutely terrible to drive. Doesn't matter if it's iRacing, ACC, regular set, of course, race room, anything like that. Like, it's just terrible. And honestly, whoever designed the electronics of that, if it's the same in real life, like obviously not driven a real Audi GT3, but if it's the same in the sim as it is in real life, they should probably be, they should have their legs, their left leg and their right leg should be swapped. Yes, because that is how it feels to drive it. It feels like you're driving with the wrong foot, that car. Welcome, Reggie. Race is going pretty good. Right now, we're trying to get some more money to hopefully, and we try to press a little bit more to hopefully unlock some quicker vehicles. That is what we need right now. We did win a Mazda 3, but it is, it is going to be, Starlet is going to be quickly outclassed very soon. The Audi and Lambo have the same engine. It might be slightly different. Might be slightly different due to like the exhaust or something like that. I don't know. So far we've only defeated the one stage boss in this game, and that was the Hakone slasher. Right now we're in the second stage at Haruna and Akagi. I remember the last time you were in a stream. We did fully complete Tokyo Shimmer's Drift 1, so however many bosses you consider in that game, we have defeated all of them. Anyway, this isn't too difficult. So make sure we get enough of a distance. Absolutely demolish this time. There we go. Under the banister. About a third of the way done. If I beat this game, I'm probably be going to Tokyo Shimmersu Drift 2, just to complete the Drift trilogy of the Tokyo Shimmersu series, and then after that I might do Tokyo Shimmersu 3 to finish off the highway battle stuff before maybe doing the regular Tokyo Shimmersu PC, the 2025 version. Good luck with that, and good luck with beating Jintei in a Honda Beat. I have not seen... I'm sure it's probably possible, but... yeah, good luck. Jintei's got some serious power in both his Impreza and in the Skyline, so they're gonna have some fun there, I think. There we go. Okay, any more racers? Someone beat Unknown in the Cappuccino. Alright, that's pretty impressive. GG to beating them in the Cappuccino. And it's in a Glare and Evo. I can drive it decently enough, but it's It's kind of mid. It's not my favorite, but it's alright. Anyway, let's go see what people online are saying about us. New information? Alright, Mitsubishi GTO is for sale. Too heavy of a vehicle, though, to be useful in the Toge. Snake Eyes. Wasn't that from the PSP game? The Street Supremacy game? I'm trying to remember. Oh well. Anyway. Don't send me weird stuff. I'll send you Nissan FR style for your lesson. Lol. People are like... people are flaming each other on the email chains. Be careful when challenging Kojima. He might make you wait for a 5-hour-long cutscene. I'm just kidding. It'll be a gambling battle, and he'll bet his Mazda MX-5. Nah, Snake Eyes wasn't from Zero. I played Zero. I think it was... he's from like, what, Phantom 9 or something like that? Which was after 3. I saw an FD car not long ago with a strange exhaust pipe. Alright, let's see. Who else wants to battle us? Alright, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Alright, what is Tuesday? Let's see what else we got. I don't know, I think of the mid-engine cars, the 296 is my favorite, followed closely by probably the Lambo. I don't know, I'm not the biggest mid-engine fan. Let's go gambling. I mean, you do wager money in these races. She's got a part-time job and drives an Elise. She doesn't drive an Elise in this one because of the licensing issues, but I guess they never changed that. Oh gosh, there was so many people. Jeez. Alright, so many people want to challenge us. So gambling it depends on region and all that stuff. Certain areas is illegal, certain areas is restricted. Certain areas are restricted to certain types of gambling, all that stuff. Yeah, 13 Devils show up in Drift 2, Tokyo Shimmersu 0, and Tokyo Shimmersu 3 as well. And I think maybe also in what's it called? The new one, the 2025 one. There we go. Alright, get these on. Get the wet tires on. But yeah, they formed, disbanded a couple different times. Lambo 992, McLaren 296, and 60. For me, it's probably 296. Then the McLaren. Then probably the Lambo. Then maybe the NSX. And I guess the Audi. I don't like the Audi. Are there any other mid-engine cars I can choose? Alright, let's do this. Let's get more points, more money. We got this. But with regards to the 13 Devils, the leader has pretty much always been Jintei, the speed king. At least in pretty much every iteration, he's been the main leader. There we go. All right, give me the acceleration. Yeah, the Audi. I don't like the Audi. I like the sound of the Audi. But I don't like driving the Audi. Like I had Ace GT3. I don't think that would have the best aerodynamics for a GT3, but I mean, you're welcome to try. Yeah, it might just be built different. I don't know how she does it. Oh, come on, get us around the corner. I mean, Jintei is just kind of like the consistent like final boss of a lot of the games. I don't think you. Granted, it's hard to tell with the story in the games because of the translation done by Crave with the localization wasn't always the most accurate. So it's a little bit unclear as to whether or not you play as Jintei in the first Tokyo Extreme Racer or not. But you know, Jintei is kind of like one of the main rivals, main antagonists. I don't say antagonist. He's usually portrayed as being somewhat friendly, if a very serious racer. But yeah. Yeah. Mid-engine V12 bus thing. I mean, where else can you fit a mid-engine V12 in most Toyota vehicles? Alright, not a whole lot of angle there. We at least get some points, so I'll take it. Yeah, it could be kind of cool to see that. Here we go. Come on, give me some speed. Alright, brake early. There we go. Down through the corners. That's good. That gives us a little bit more. That's not bad, actually. Ooh, okay. Thankfully, the bonuses stack up like crazy. So that allows us to get a little bit more muns. We do have 2 tickets. Not worth it. I mean, if you have the capability to make that comic panel, maybe. Alright, level 2. Alright, this will give us at least a little bit more sponsor money. I think I was in like the 32s, the low 32s at Valencia. Almost to 31s. It's been a while since I've raced at Valencia. Hopefully we do that again soon. I quite like Valencia. Alright, go, 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 go. Alright, here we go. Nice and smooth through the corners. There we go, good stuff. Give us a little bit of a bonus as well. There we go, over 1,000. That's good. That'll give us an extra, 2,000 points. Poet Zenvuitz. Well, this is the one with the bank turns. So, that killed our combo. That's fine. So with it being the bank corners and everything, it would carry a lot higher speed through area line like buff. Which means they're probably putting in like a 133 for pole time, I think. Something like that, right? 133, 134s. With the repave and everything like that. I'm imagining probably 133s, 134s. I didn't actually check the timing screen. 132.8. All right, not bad. That's very quick. Damn. Here I am. Granted, the older 2018 version, so older tarmac, no banking and stuff, but 135s. So not quite fast enough to compete with IRL GT3 drivers. Yeah, the curve, the slight curves, because you can slide at a higher speed and get some crazy angle through them. Like, you need just enough corner to get it to slide. But yeah. They could also include Cinderella, but with her, like, she kind of becomes like a wanderer in a bunch of the games as well, without it nearly as much like plot significance. So it's kind of Anyway, let's get the money, and we might be worth checking for sponsors as well. Seeing if anyone shows up. I know sponsors show up a little bit earlier in a Kaido Racer compared to Drift 1. So we do have potential to see them, hopefully. Get some more parts. Try to have this Starlet carry us a little bit further. Yeah, the walls do be a bit invincible. So you can't really take the shortcuts. There we go. Okay, much better. GT4's 141s. That's still pretty quick. Still very quick. Anyway, there we go. That gives us money. Yeah, have them be like background characters or like maybe side characters or something like that. They don't really contribute nearly as much to the in-game story. Which is a shame because some of them were pretty cool, as like the original like 4 divas and 4 devils and everything. But then kind of just fading into obscurity. How things change. Yeah, not really too many places you can really corner cut. There we go. Slide me around. There we go. Boop. I'll take that. More points. Gimme, 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 gimme. Alright, that gives us almost 5 million yen. I'm gonna take a look at what kind of cars we have available for us. I'm not gonna buy anything just yet. But if we have cars available to purchase, that may potentially allow us a little bit more. What's in Toyota? MR2, Vits, Starlet, eh. Alright, do we have an Impreza here? No, fun. I'm not sure it'll be the best for each side story. Primera, but it's a heavier car. Nothing's really standing out as being that much better than the Starlet. Maybe the MX-5, but not by much. I mean, a Civic could be a bit better too. It's a bit lighter than the Mazda 3. Let's see what's in the used car dealership. Let's see if there's anything for us here. March. Yeah, no. Mitsubishi Colts. Gosh. You got 2 Mercedes A-classes. Lovely. And a Ford Puma. Absolutely nothing here. Not bad then. Anyway, next time it is still raining. It is still raining, so... yeah, it just doesn't have nearly enough power, because it's not like the Ford Racing Puma, it's a standard Puma. Which is kind of... eh? Alright, let's see what we got here. 400 horsepower. I'll hold off on that one for now. I will hold off on that one for now. Alright, we can definitely beat this one. This one we have considerably more power than. Whoops. Although that is a fairly lightweight mid-engine car, so they may have a little bit of agility advantage over us. Either way, here's hoping there's a chance that we can potentially win some more vehicles from this, get some more money, unlock some more things. Hopefully. I need something that's got at least a little bit more power. I've not really played much Forza Motorsport, so I don't really know as much about Fujimi Kaido. I know a lot, for Assetto Corsa there's mods for like all the different, in Assetto Corsa, you have mods for all the different togeis that are featured in, like Tokyo Extreme Racer Drift and all that stuff. Especially like the different Gunma area togeis, like Akagi, Miyabi, Haruna, all of that stuff. Yeah, NM11's not a bad starter car as well. Although that you can only get that with like a certain like name, right? I think. Because otherwise it's too expensive. But it is lightweight, rear-wheel drive, has good grip, good power. Not a bad vehicle at all. Alright, so there we go. That's another racer defeated at Hakone. There we go. Give us the money. The amount of money they're giving us is considerably less compared to the money we're getting from the sponsorships, though. Alright, what is this? Ooh! Alright, four-wheel drive Mitsubishi Galant. Okay, let's see what we can do with this one. It does have some serious power, but it does have some serious weight, too. So it'll be interesting. It'd be interesting to see if we can beat them. The wet weather will definitely give them a little bit of advantage. And they are in the Galant VR4. Alright, there we go. Good stuff, good stuff. Let's do this. Oh, he's gonna start on the inside of a corner, but to get the inside of the next one. We can hold it. There we go. Yep, he's gonna run wide. Do the undercut on him. There we go, there we go. Keep it on the inside, keep it on the inside. Hi there. Hakone's pretty fun, although it is definitely a power track compared to other Toge tracks. But it is short and pretty simple, so it's easy to memorize. The downside though is, with it being such a power-focused track, even though it is easy to drive, it does mean that you can actually soft lock yourself depending on your starter car. Ooh, nice. Best of luck to the designer for making the car then. There we go. 1,000,000 credits. That'll be very useful for us. Whether we decide to upgrade the Mazda 3 or we decide to go with another vehicle after this, we will see. A sound source. Oh, we get a sound source. We don't even get money from this one. We get a sound source. Okay. Sure. What a prize. I mean, at least we get, you know, we don't risk anything we lose, but still. Yeah, we're racing against essentially Takumi. Yeah, that could be a fun one, especially the Turbo Plus. Okay, come on. We got the traction advantage. Hi, what are you doing there? Bro's trying to run me off the road. Ain't gonna happen like that. No thank you. Oh, he's already going for the blind attack. He's turned off his headlights. Less drag, right? That's how it works, right? There we go. Get up there, get up there. There we go. And we got enough distance ahead of them that we won. I don't like the last battles of the last battles nearly as much in this game compared to other games. In this one, literally one bad corner and you lose or you win. So it's not quite as fun. Like it's only like 50 meters one way or the other. Ooh, okay, Mazda MX-5. This would be better. I mean, oh, it's the old MX-5. I was assuming it'd be the second generation MX-5, so that one's a little bit quicker. Yeah, it's got a little bit more weight, not much more weight, but a lot more power. So that would have been a great vehicle to win. Yeah. I might sell one of both of those vehicles as they're not really that good. Maybe I'll swap to the Civic. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is front engine rear wheel drive, but it's one of those things as well where we only have level 2 upgrades for it, I think. And it's, you know, it's not that much, like it makes less power and has similar weight to a Starlet as well. So in terms of straight line performance, it's not gonna really be that much better. Yeah, it'll be a little bit better in the corners, but We're not particularly struggling in the corners either. Alright, let's see what other rivals we got. Alright, there's a tricky rival here. Oh, never mind. We can get a straight engine. Level 3. So that might actually help us if we get like the Civic or the NB Miata. It is a downhill race. I'm gonna bet the money. We got plenty of money. We beat into the Hatsu midget. I'm sure some people can. I cannot. Alright, let's see. I know you were a tricky. I know you got some good parts. I know you got quite a bit of power as well, so I'm a little bit worried. But if we do this, this means we can switch to the Civic. Get those upgrades. And have more power and similar weight as well. That would be a bad idea. Welcome, Petra. West 57 per comic. I mean, because it's kind of like one of the staples of like the gasser culture, which was like the grassroots hot rod culture and drag racing culture of the, you know, 50s, 60s, and early 70s. Oh, that's not good. We immediately have a straight. Oh, that's gonna make things tough. There we go. Get up right up on you. Oh, stop going so defensive into the corners. I'm gonna nudge you out wide there. AI is definitely better than Drift 1. They don't just fly you off the track if you try to take a normal line. But I mean, most of the Tokyo Extreme Racer games, the AI isn't exactly particularly skilled. Like here, I'm gonna have a high-speed right-hand kick. They're gonna take a really rough line through it. And that's gonna give me a major advantage heading to the next corner. There we go. And that gives us a straight engine, which means we can now get the Civic. Mother's Graffiti. Mitsubishi Mirage is not a bad one. And ooh boy. Yeah, no, I don't watch wrestling. I don't really watch much of wrestling. And the cars are pretty good. Although I do prefer turbo cars in this game, as they do get more power from upgrades. Generally speaking. But NA cars aren't bad either. Alright. I've not played that game, so I don't have much to compare it to. But yeah, this is a pretty solid, like, AA game for, you know, the PS2 era and everything. It's a European and Japanese release only, no US releases, which has been unfortunate, as it makes trying to play in the US legally tricky. But yeah, still a fun game though. I mean, you say that, but you can't skill your way out of straight line speed. And even on a toe gauge, you do need a little bit of acceleration. I say that. And we managed to beat them in one corner because of that straight line speed. Alright. Do I want to risk it? I'm not gonna risk it yet. I'm gonna get the Civic. I'm gonna upgrade the Civic. I'm gonna upgrade the Civic. Hey yo, damn. That's crazy. I don't want to know what bro did. I'm scared to find out what bro did. All right, let's do our Akagi racers, get some more money, and then we will be switching to the Civic. We have the engine upgrades now available to us. We have all the fun stuff. Whoop. All right, yeah, the Altezza has a little bit more straight line speed, a little bit more acceleration. Sokka's got around like what, 210 horsepower. But we should be able to outmaneuver it on the corners. We are a lot later than the Altezza. Down in the second gear, maintain speed to the sweeper. Alright, now a lot of S's. Right, left, back and forth. I got less than a minute to go to get to the finish line. Alright, next up, all the continuous hairpin turns. One right after the other. Back and forth, just switchbacking down the mountain. Alright, good start. Yeah, we're really able to pull a gap on them here. This is where they lost a lot of time then. There we go. Where's the finish line? There's the finish line. Alright, nice. 7 seconds clear. Alright. Hey, we're gonna give us the money. I like how some of the trickies, their special reward is you get a cool sound, but like literally you get a sound when you defeat pretty much any new rival, or even some of the older rivals as well. So it's kind of it's kind of silly that that's like the big reward. Anyway, let's go defeat the supporter, get some more fans. Yeah, they're in the really rare Pulsar as well. Oh, look at the custom livery on it. The VSR. Oh damn, Wolf of Corruption. Alright. Yeah, that's rip in peace to him. That's a lot of time away. Alright, Pulsar versus Starlet. Two front-wheel drive little hot hatches. The Pulsar naturally aspirated, to my knowledge. The Starlet turbocharged. There we go. Alright, good acceleration. Just brake at the 25-meter board. Down in the second gear. There we go. There we go. Alright, we got some really good speed through these corners. Alright, this is a longer race, and it is uphill as well, so we're not gonna be going quite as quick. But here we got a lot of continuous corners, one right after the other. Yeah, hang on. In certain parts of the track, you'll see yellow, white, yellow, and red markers up top. If you look to the left or the right, and you will see those are kind of like the brake reference boards on certain corners. Adachi, welcome to the stream. Hope you've been well. I'll see if I can't find some to point out. You see them more on the downhill than in the uphill side of things. We can see there to the right, that's the backwards part of the boards. We should be, yep, to the left. Yellow, red 25-meter marker braking there. Probably could brake a little bit later than the 25-meter marker, actually. But yeah, certain tracks do actually have braking boards, which is very, very nice. Helps give you a little bit more references to pick your braking point and everything. Come on, power onto the straight, across the line. Good stuff, good stuff. I mean, it's a great tool to use. Like, they put it on there for a reason to kind of, you know, see, you know, so you can kind of see how close you are to the corner. All right, FCRX7 and a Mercedes. Not a particularly fast Mercedes, but I'll gladly beat it. Goodbye, bike. Hopefully able to find a good one for cheap. Alright, let's see what the Mercedes can do. It's a C-Class, so it's a compact executive platform. I don't think it's the AMG. I mean, you say poverty mark, it's still pretty... For its time, it was still moderately pricey. It just wasn't all that quick. It was kind of weighed down with a bunch of luxury stuff. And didn't exactly have the most power. I mean, 218 is still pretty solid stock for early 2000s. But, yeah. Compared to other tuned vehicles, not that much. Here we go. Alright, I got that next hairpin. Not too much further until we beat them. There we go. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Okay. Let's see. We got a team and we got one other racer as well. Let's go battle the FCRX7 Drift Source. Maybe that might result in us unlocking an RX-7. If so, I might get that over the Civic. I don't know. Civic's not bad as well. Because the Civic will allow us to get level 3 engine upgrades, so we just only have level 2. That's a tough one. I gotta be a little bit careful in the corners early on. That RX-7 does have the maneuverability and the agility. Got some pretty solid brakes too. But yeah, if we can get the Civic, that's 40 more horsepower from the start compared to the stock Starlet. Plus, you know, all the upgrades and everything will have a little bit more of an effect on it because large displacement plus, you know, higher base power. We might be able to get a quicker vehicle without that much more weight, which would be very useful in the Toge. Plus, we do get that front-wheel drive maneuverability and stability out of the corners and in wet conditions. Won't be quite a forward drive rally machine like an Evo or an Impreza, but I think that'll be probably the next step. Yeah, that'll probably be the next step for us. If we need more money for upgrades, we could probably sell the Mazda 3 and the Miata early on. Ooh, okay, how much? 215? Okay. So yeah, these are all stock cars. These are all stock front engine rear drive Nissans. I'm not worried about them. I'm not worried about them at all. They're stock or close to stock. A lot more weights, not that much more power. The weight's the big thing. That'll really slow them down. Although it is a hill climb event, so the power does help them out a little bit more compared to a downhill event. A little bit, not a whole lot. There's still cornering, there's still, you know, handling and all that. But in the straights that do exist, that power does help them out quite a bit. Also means we're going to be more likely to understeer through these corners. There we go. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Alright, let's go. Second racer. Yep, I see you, I see you. Not gonna be seeing you for long though, I can pull away. Break at the 25-meter board for these hairpins. Oh, a little bit of understeer there. Probably should have braked just a little bit earlier. Or a little bit longer. There we go. Okay, good stuff. Alright. Nice, 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 nice. The final racer in the GTS. The GTST Skyline. There we go. A little bit more acceleration, a little bit more straight line speed. They give me a little tap there, that's okay. Welcome Sakura, hope you're well. Yeah, we're doing a little bit of winning right now, trying to get some more money for a vehicle upgrade. Not necessarily a vehicle upgrade. We're gonna be trading up to a much larger, not necessarily larger displacement, higher power vehicle. The EG Civic should do us quite well, I think, as the next vehicle. I think that's what I decided on. Especially now that we have unlocked the engine level 3 upgrades. That'll do us pretty well. I'm a little sad we haven't unlocked the CRX yet. The CRX will do even better because it's even lighter than the EG Civic. But I'll take it. No one else here, no one else here. Alright. Daytime. Yep, new emails, new information posted. Alright, let's see. What did we unlock? It looks like we've unlocked something. Ah, the Pulsar and the Mercedes C32. Eh. Unapproved ad! Urgent! Simply reply if you want yourself deleted from listing. Here's a chance to see super drifting techniques. You will not believe your eyes. I prefer it's sold out. Go to hayetsukikaku.usa. Sure, buddy. Also, some bad news. Someone from Ira got beaten so badly that this one battle changed his personality. He's out stalking the guy who beat him. Isn't everyone in the country beating all the fast drivers? Oh, that's Hamagaki. Yes. Alright, no more emails there, no messages. Alright, let's see. Any big challenges? Nope. Okay, no other challenges. Yeah, I don't think there's been any challenges. Check for forest fires. Doop-a-doop. So many messages. There's so many new Akagi erasers that they added in this game. There we go. Okay. Let's see. We got 6 million yen. We'll probably be able to sell some of our vehicles. So yeah, let's sell. I know we can't sell the vehicle I'm driving. I don't want to. Let's sell the Mazda 3. And let's sell the MX-5. There we go. It's another like 1.4 million. And now let's go get the Civic. All right, take care, JB. Have a great night. Ooh, let's get the blue color. All right, let's go get some upgrades. Go NB. Nah, we're going Civic. I like the Civic. Okay, so we did unlock level 3. It's the biggest shitbug. Alright, let's go see firstly what parts we actually have. Because that'll prevent us from buying what we don't need to. Alright, parts, players' parts. Alright. Power. Ooh, okay, that's already a big jump. I will take that. Yep, no muffler. We can go level 2. I don't want to per se. Yeah, okay. I don't think there's any other upgrades for us. Oh yeah, the tires, right. Wait, the tires are lighter? The tires reduce weight. Okay. You know what? I will take it. I will take it. Alright, let's go buy more parts. Let's get this thing fully upgraded. We should be able to spend our money on that. Alright, take care, Blood. Have a great night. But just out of curiosity, hang on a sec. I'm gonna switch to the Starlet because we do have some car parts on the Starlet that we can probably remove. Yeah, we can strip the car from the parts here. Not for level 2. Yep, remove that. Remove the air cleaner. There we go. Remove the cooling module. Yeah, speed is very much power. Welcome, Jibby. Is the racing game in PlayStation 1? It's oh yeah, Racing Lagoon or something like that. I've heard of it. I've not actually played it. But I've heard some interesting things about it. But I don't know the full details on it. But yeah, apparently it was made by Square Enix and everything. It's got some interesting. It's got some interesting things going on for it as well, which is pretty cool. I've heard it's actually pretty tough, so I don't know. It might be interesting to try to give that a go. I'm enjoying the Tokyo Stream Racer series quite a bit though right now, so maybe another time, maybe in another life. Anyway, let's put on the car parts. Get as much upgrades as possible. There we go. 2 more horsepower here. I will take that. 3 more horsepower here. More power there. I will gladly take that. So 230 horsepower. So we have about 40 horsepower more than the Starlet. That's without the turbo upgrade. Yeah, let's put on the LSD. Reduce it with the suspension upgrade, as well as allow for suspension changes. Yeah, I might have to check it out. But like I said, I kind of have a fairly large backlog of games I want to play. One stream already. Alright, we got sports tires level 3. Let's put stickers on. Alright, I probably should have gone... There we go. Alright, perfect. Get the sponsor stickers. Alright, now let's get the dress up. We saved a little bit of money there by upgrading this. So now let's go get the stuff that we can't get. Alright. Let's get the wheel upgrades. There we go. That looks pretty good, actually. Yep, I know it's gonna cost double. That's okay. Yeah, I might have to give it a look. Depends on how good of like an English patch it is and everything. Alright, let's see. Full arrow. Yep, gladly taking that. Give me more downforce. And then reduce the weight with the carbon hood. There we go. Sure, let's go with the rally kit as well. Nah, I kind of like the off blue color on it. Ooh, most of these wings look kind of terrible. Let's go with that one. There we go. This will do us well, I think. Alright, now let's adjust some of the settings on the vehicle. Wait, it's available on PlayStation 5. Oh, dang, okay. That's pretty nice, actually. Alright, let's see. Let's stiffen the rear, stiffen the rear. We do indeed have VTech on the Civic. Alright, front toe out. There we go, a little bit more camber as well. Let's move the brake bias further rearwards. There we go. That'll help out as well. Give us a little bit more braking, a little more braking capability. All right, let's do this. Okay, we got plenty of VTech. All right, any sponsors? No sponsors here. That's fine. Let's enter the category races. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Get some more points, get some more levels. I wonder if there's any Honda-based events we can do. That might help us out, get similar prizes and everything. Oh yeah, this is pretty nice actually. Hello Kitty. Oh gosh. Easy through the corners. I do the good smile racing Hatsune Miku. I love when they're competing at 24 hours of Spa, and some of the European commentators had to explain to the audience what a Miku was and what anime is. They were like, yeah, apparently she is a virtual pop star with an anime, a Japanese cartoon aesthetic. She's known for her bright blue hair. Which is pretty funny. Oh, this thing does have so much more power though. This will definitely... This is definitely a good one. I like this. This is a good choice. Oh, we get so much more rotation as well by moving the brake bias rearwards. Can't believe I didn't do that for the Starlet. When the brake bias that far forward on a front-wheel drive car. No wonder we were understeering. The reason why I know about Miku is 24 hours of Spa. I know about Miku just because a bunch of my friends are giant weebs and they like the Vocaloid and the Project Diva stuff and everything. So I'm familiar with like Miku and her like stage mates and everything. There we go. Lots of monies. I take the monies. Thank you for the monies. Okay, so yeah, there's a Nissan Cup and there's a V engine race. Not gonna worry too much about that. Alright, Haruna. Let's see what category races we got here. Oh, that takes 15. That takes 15 entries. Okay. So we need a lot more entry tickets and we need to level up like crazy. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. I don't even know if Hello Kitty's got the gacha. But there's a Hello Kitty gacha. That's interesting. There we go. Good stuff. I'm not too worried about this. So let's just keep our head through this. There we go. There we go. Nice and smooth. Let's try not to hit the wall though. Yeah. Because that kills our combo too. Having a combo is very important. I like it had a combination of the collaboration with Game of Dice. But to spend $200 to get all the Bruh! Holy moly! Holy cash grab, Batman. Jeez. That's ridiculous. $200 just to get all the characters. Bruh. That is ridiculous. That is genuinely ridiculous. That character with the pure entry, the chance to maybe get a character out of 25. So this is why I don't play gachas. This is why I don't really like gachas. I understand the appeal of gachas, cute characters, fun gameplay, all that stuff. But holy moly, that is way too expensive. That is way too. And I thought iRacing was a blatant cash grab. Holy moly. Jeez. There we go. Nice. What's gacha? Gacha is kind of like a game type where you can either win roles of different characters. League of Legends. Fair. Still, holy moly. That is... Things are too expensive to be worth it. Things are way too expensive to be worth it. Alright, let's get these category races knocked out, get some more money, level up. And we should be ready to take on some high performance racers now. In our Civic. Naturally aspirated Civic. It's not a Type R, but it's at least a step up from the Starlet. There we go. Get that bonus. I'll gladly take that bonus. I'm not getting any bonus there. That's gonna kill the streak. I think $800 for characters. Next possible to get characters. Nope. Yeah, I ain't spending that money on that. No, thank you. I ain't spending money on that character. No, thank you. No, thank you. Absolutely not. I don't know. I'm a very frugal / cheapskate gamer. I only really buy stuff if I think it'll really be worth it. Which is why I kind of play a lot of order games. Because dollar per dollar, I get more fun per dollar. Or I wait for like major Steam sales. That's the thing, I got all the patience in the world. I don't need to play a game right this second. You know how many Big Macs you get for 800? Like, jeez. Yeah, you can. That's a lot of Big Macs. That's a lot of Big Macs. I just realized it's been forever since I've actually been to a fast food place. Oh well. Alright, so this one has the Honda Cup. Got it. But the Big Macs give you diabetes. Fair. Oh shoot. It is stormy. I didn't buy wet tires. I didn't buy wet tires because I'm a dummy. All right, let's buy wet tires. There we go. We bought the wet tires. Yeah, like fast food's so expensive. It's not fast. It's not cheap. It's barely food. Alright, let's change tires. Front and rear. Let's go the sports tires. There we go. We at least have wet tires now. I can't believe I did that. Oh, level 4 is the highest you can get. At least currently. Interesting. Depends on what you call fast food. I mean, even like things like McDonald's and like all that stuff is pretty not great. Crazy Bites and Naked Juice and Yogurt. Fair. Oh, this will allow us to level up, at least get close to the level ups as well. And get some more monies. So I'll gladly take that. I'll gladly take the money. I mean, things that used to be traditionally fast food, where it's like you pay and then you almost immediately get your food. Like most are pretty terrible now. Anyway, give me that slide. Give me them slides. Oh, I like the cornering. Yeah, the Civic's definitely better. Yeah, like it ain't worth it. It just ain't worth it. Like, you can go to a sit-down restaurant and get your food in roughly that amount of time. And yeah, it'd be a little bit pricier, but like, it would taste better and probably be better for you too. Alright, let's get this, and then let's do the Akagi races, and then we'll go to the nighttime. We'll get the race against more rivals in our Civic. Actually, this will be the first time we get the race against rivals in a Civic. This thing is so much faster than the Starlet. Holy moly. It is a major upgrade. And I will happily take it. There we go. That'll be enough to give me the bonus. Let's just chain together the bonuses. Yeah, but I mean, that's more of like a chain pizza place. But yeah, even then, like, it's still, you know, kind of ridiculous. Actually, I don't think I've had takeout pizza in forever. I usually make my own pizza nowadays. It's been forever since I've actually bought like a made pizza, like a pizza made for me. I don't know, since I started getting more and more into cooking and stuff, I've been eating out, like, not that I ate out that much previously, but like I've been eating out even less now. Wait, since it's time. Yeah, rev the B16, VTech kicked in. Oh, a little bit on this here there. I mean, I could do well enough with a regular oven as well, and like one of those elevated baking trays. You can do well enough to make some pretty solid quality pizza with that. The VTech, the high revving, the fun. I don't have any more Haruna tickets there, so that's fine. Akagi. That's the thing, it takes forever to level up for the category races, to do the advanced races. Like, holy moly, it takes a long time to get some of them. Which makes it a little bit tricky. But yeah, we got this. 2 more category races, and then we get to tackle the races at night. Oh, VTech happened. The intelligent VTech. Alright, let's be ready. We're gonna have a lot of shallow corners, one right after the other. Yeah, now it's always just variably amounts of the VTech. Which on one hand is great because you get more power, more consistent power and everything. On the other hand, I do kind of miss the crazy high revs of the earlier Honda engines. Where once you got past a certain rev, you just all of a sudden just This is so much fun. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, the music in this game is pretty good. If ever so slightly repetitive. But I like it. I enjoy it. I vibe with it. usually don't eat out, but I just had a craving for pizza bites. Ooh. Yeah, okay. But like that type of stuff that I can't easily make at home, then I usually eat out. So like, oftentimes when I eat it out, it's just like certain like ethnic foods that I don't really know how to make myself. Or it's like the specialty like fast food type of stuff. The pizza bite like at Little Caesars is like $10. It's not bad. That's yeah, like it's like I'd rather listen to this than have like 50 songs of meh. But it does mean you are, through a playthrough, you are hearing some of the same like beats quite frequently. Though usually when I'm actually driving, I really don't listen much to the music. Kind of gotten to the point where I kind of tune it out, even like the licensed songs and everything. Yeah, go give us the money. Oh gosh, no. I'm not flying halfway around the world. I'm not getting on a private jet to get to my living room. Oh, tiny bottle. That's expensive for a little bottle then. Ooh, medalist! Medalist, yes. Ooh, okay. I think we can battle you. I'm gonna give it a shot. Worst case scenario, we get an L on our records. But if we win, we get another prize. That means we get 2 prizes instead of 1 currently, which would be nice. Which is nice to have. All right, time to race the Z at Torquey V6. It's gonna be a little bit tricky. Right, because don't you have like a soda tax in Chicago, the way you're from? You're being intensitized. Yeah. Oh gosh, okay. Alright, he's got some speed. That's not good. Alright, we're gaining back on him. Okay, to be a little bit more speed out of that corner. Give him a little nudge. There we go, up into the lead. Standard offensive. See if he tries to give us a nudge. He's got a heavier vehicle. He can do it. Park a car kind of in the middle of the road here. Just to show the machines and those pretzels. Aw, rip. I always loved like the stuffed pretzels. Stuffed pretzels are always delicious. Oh my gosh. I did something that I haven't done since college recently. Medal of Bold Person. I mean, better than Medal of Bald Person, but still. Kitty. You're gonna be a pain in my ass, aren't you? It is a hill climb too. But I bought a case of sugar-free Monster Energy. I know I should not be drinking energy drinks at my age, but I am. Ooh, okay. Let's do this. High gambler. Get some crazy money. Let's make sure I don't step on my kitty. Where's my kitty? There's my kitty. Give my kitty some head pats for good luck. Head pats for good luck. Yes, pet the kitty. The kitty's gonna make us win against the legacy. That's how it works, right? Okay, I'll give you some more head pats. Let you know more like occasionally $1 goods with others. Rip. Okay. Let's do this. $3 for 12. That's... Jeez. It's so expensive though. Like that just shows the difference in price. Sneak through the inside there. The lightweight nature. Really allowing us to absolutely battle them. Okay, come on. Gotta be careful. Make sure they don't catch us back up. They're a little bit cautious on the high speed corners. They don't quite have the downforce that we have. Although, okay, our brakes are definitely dying. Our brakes are dying, 100%. What pieces for $1.25? Bruh. Where you live is so pricey. Like, not even Maryland is that expensive. Not even in Baltimore is it that expensive. What the heck's happening? Alright, up against the Celica. Civic versus Celica. Let's do this. The cat pad did its job exactly. And the cat pad helped us, although the cat went back upstairs to deal with the misses. I mean, never say never, but yeah, the cars are getting more expensive and more rare, so best start trying to save up some money and maybe be on that grind set and everything. Make sure not only you can afford it, but you can afford to maintain and own it as well, not just buy the initial purchase. Otherwise, you'll be yeah. Yeah, cost of living too. It's just pricey. Things be pricey. I mean, SW20s are pretty pricey sports cars, though. They used to be a little bit more affordable, but nowadays they're not more expensive. Yeah, and you need a good place to like store it as well, so like the paint doesn't go bad on it and everything. Constant maintenance, and it's interesting. It's a lot that goes into them. Man, tell me about it. Even the 811s, back in the 2010s, you could get one for around like slightly more expensive than the Fiero price. And nowadays, they're becoming collector's items. It's expensive, pricey. It's very pricey. Yeah, maintenance and all that fun stuff. Oh, alright, S2000's got a good jump on us. Come on, let's try to get by them. Honda versus Honda. The battle of the little buzzy beetles. A little bit of a side swipe there. Oh, he's gonna send it on the inside. Yeah, so finding one that hasn't been modified is also probably tough. But yeah, like the initial price of the car is one thing, and even that's pretty expensive for a vehicle that you can't really use as a daily driver. But then you also gotta have the space to store it, because the paint's known to kind of fade a bit, and you don't want it to rust. And also, you gotta, you know, be able to maintain it as well, because even if it is a Toyota, you still gotta, you know, make sure everything's up to snuff on it, because you don't want to be driving around in a busted ass MR2. They do get kind of pricey to maintain as well. Whew, there we go. We barely managed to make it work. You can daily. Would you want to daily it though? Like the cost of like maintenance, and also like exposing it to, like, you know, bad weather and everything, and driving it in the wet. Like that's gotta be a little bit tough. Like yeah, you kind of saving money initially by dailying it. But then, like, you're spending a lot more on maintenance, on, you know, preventing the rust and everything like that. Yeah, I definitely made some budget cuts as well, just because, one, I do want to save up some more money to begin investing some more in everything. But also, you know, some of the things are just genuinely unhealthy. Like I've cut back on a lot of like sweets and stuff like that. Big modern tires being much better. I mean, it's not that much difference between 90s tires and modern tires. I mean, there is some, but like still, it's more so due to the suspension design of the vehicle and being kind of designed to be a little bit twitchy. And with it being mid-engine. I mean, compared to the suspension geometry of the vehicle and the overall, like, setup and everything. Like, yeah, you'll notice some difference, but, like, compared to, like, the overall suspension design of the vehicle and how that affects handling, that'll affect handling is considerably more than, like, yeah, 2000s tires versus 2020s tires. Because you still have, you know, the vehicle being set to be peaky, the Dan Gurney design, where it was basically designed by a racing driver, and designed to kind of have that nippy handling, but being kind of sketch if you're not, like, used to that mid-engine design. You still have, you know, more of the weight kind of, you know... Yeah, like if you drive, like, super slow and everything like that. But it's one of those things where you still gotta always be kind of careful, even on modern tires. Ooh, alright, Ford Focus. Alright, let's focus, chat. Yeah. There we go. On the inside. Yeah, I guess Danguni was built just a bit different. Like, on one hand, it did make it quite quick if driven, like, properly, but on the other hand, it did make it really sketch. I mean, to be fair, the Civic's not necessarily a drift car per se, being front-wheel drive. Mostly just two hot hatches duking it out. Although we got the advantage here. There we go. Easy dubs. Whew, boy. Give me the money. Yeah, to be fair though, the Porsches were considerably more expensive at the time. But yeah, like it is still a lot. Like, you know, it's good they improved it for sure. All right, online. Oh, now we unlock the Golf R32. Fun. Commission arc of Isaac gonna stick with cards. Hey yo! Do not abbreviate credit points, please. That's... Oh gosh. Jeez, okay. Final release, Bula at Midnight, number 100. This is the climax of the story. It's a must-read, don't miss it. Okay. Alright, Golf R32. Yeah, so with that you can probably get, you know, better stuff as well. To all Mountain Pass drivers, buy your parts at Shigekichi Kaido Company. I'll be happy to get any parts or assist you with any orders. I'll go home to sleep in the morning, by the way. Yeah, no, like I'm happy just kind of driving my Corolla. I don't have the space for fun cars yet. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Alfa Romeo Q4 is a difficult car to handle, but once you put the foot to the accelerator, it super will enchant you. Wanna give it a try? Maybe. But I'm enjoying the Civic. Yes! Let's challenge a rival. Yeah, the old GT300 cars. Oh, those things are gorgeous. Ask you... I mean, maybe, that'd be kind of cool. But honestly, I'd rather y'all save your money and stuff like that. Like, I'd be genuinely touched. It'd be really cool. But it's one of those things where you don't necessarily need to, like, you know, prove anything to me, anything like that. Like, honestly, y'all being here watching the stream, kind of vibing with me and all that stuff is more than enough. Like, I appreciate that. So, you know, you don't need to worry. You don't need to worry about doing that type of stuff. Alright, let's get the lightweight duel. So in the S14, GGTC and SB20 were naturally aspirated. Interesting. I guess if you're already limited by power, you may as well go for the throttle response then. And use already like a race prepped engine from like the touring cars and stuff. Yeah, I mean that is the life of running a rotary. Very expensive. Lots of maintenance for them, but they're fun cars though. I've done quite a bit of work on different RX-7s. Mostly the FCs. But they're still really cool cars. And the Savannas as well. I've done a little bit of work on the Savannas too. No FDs though, no FDs. I'd say money if I had it. You underestimate how expensive RX-7s are to own and operate. They are pricey. They are pricey. They burn oil by design. And insurance ain't cheap on them either. Even if they are registered as historic cars. Ooh. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's level up here as well. Speaking of the rotary, Maz is making waves. Oh? Are they actually planning a rotary revival? That'd be pretty cool. That'd be very cool. Are they gonna make a rotary that is used for more than just a range extender? Please? That'd be awesome. Would genuinely love to see that. There we go. Good stuff there. You seem pretty optimistic. Ooh. I hope so. Please. If I had space to store, and I'd consider taking up on the offer. But right now, townhouse living and everything are a little bit. I'm a little bit down on space. When I have the space to work on it, do the regular maintenance myself. Plus, Maryland weather would absolutely eat through it if I had it outside in the winter. Other companies have also found ways to make them cleaner. Honestly, I'd love to see a modern rotary-powered motorcycle. You know, the lightweight design of the rotary, the compact nature and everything in a motorcycle. That'd be pretty cool, actually. Like a twin rotor, turbocharged twin rotor motorcycle would be pretty cool. Yes, the little Dorito motors. Alright, any sponsors? No sponsors, damn. No sponsors. I want sponsors. Alright, we got time for one more night run, I think. Before I gotta end the stream. Hey yo! A lover! 300 horsepower? I can take her. In a fight, right? In a fight, right? Yeah, the older, like, NSU, not NSU, but there were a few older rotary bikes. But I kind of died out around, like, the 80s, I think, or even earlier than that. Nice. Alright, let's see if we can't beat her in her S2000. Oh, we're starting in front. We got a long straight, though. A little bit of wheel spin on the start. Oh, you're going for it, aren't you? No, you're not. Ooh, that hurt her a little bit. Yes, the lovers battle theme. You don't hear it that often because there's very few actual lovers in the game. But their battle theme is pretty great. I'm interested in hearing about that. Hey yo, how much further do I need to get ahead of her? Oh, 150, right. Because I started in front. 220 was... That's pretty good. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good for a motorcycle. Oh, I bet that sounds so good. Thank you for the GGs. You know what? I'm gonna race him. We got plenty of money. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I don't care about his 400 horsepower Supra. We got the power of VTEC on our side, you know? Like I ain't worried. I probably should be worried, but I ain't worried. Alright, we're starting right at the start line. We get the inside line here, but then we have a long straight. Oh boy. Okay, he's got the power. He does not have the handling though. That chunky Supra has got no grip. That helps us so much. Also, thank y'all, all y'all, for the GGs. Appreciate that. Oh, little tippy tap there. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's outmaneuver them through the twisty section here. Past the school. There we go. Oh boy. Okay. Nice. Alright, I think that's... Yes, okay, that is all of the Hakone racers defeated, I think. Yes, okay. Alright, Haruna. We got 2 racers here. The Crichton CS 700. Ooh. Okay. Alright. Very nice. Alright, next up we got an Alpha 155. The vehicle that was absolutely ridiculous in BTCC and DTM. Touring car legend. This will be a fun one. We got this, chat. There we go. Give me the speed. Very nice, very good, very good. To be fair though, with the smaller engines, you are able to get more horsepower per liter. And with rotaries, it is a little bit deceiving with regards to the displacement because they're technically, every rotation, they are getting 3 combustion cycles. So you do have that going for them, but still that is some crazy amount of power for its size, which is nice. Yeah, spaghetti engine lost out. Grip to the spaghetti people. Ooh. And then a Renault. Okay. Going Euro style here. I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah. 24 kilograms of weight. That's a light engine. That's only about, what, like 50, 51 pounds? Something like that? That's super lightweight. Is that dry weight or wet weight? It's probably dry weight. which is still lightweight, but like, yeah. Yeah, something like that. Multiply 24 by 2.2. Yeah, on this one though, it is a time attack, so a lot less at stake. It's basically just go quick, don't need to worry about defending or racecraft or anything like that. Just drive 2011. Go. Alright, a little bit of understeer there, a little bit of a bonk. Probably should have gone in the first gear. That's alright. This will do us well enough, I think. There you go, next gear. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Dab of the brakes. Nice, okay. By over 10 seconds as well. Just barely over 10 seconds, but 10 seconds still. There we go. Give me the muffler. I'll take that. That'll be some major performance gains. Right, slasher. Okay. Let's get the tricky one first. Oh, what am I, FD? Alright, Mitsubishi Galant. That is a V level muffler level 4. Let's do this. That'd be kind of fun. Get like one of those oh, yeah, it'd be really cool. Get one of those like Caterham chassis, like the Caterham 7 chassis. But put a rotary in that. That'd be kick-ass. Just a crazy lightweight machine. Alright. The Galant's gonna be a little bit tricky. But I think we got this. I think we got this. Oh boy. Alright. Yeah, he's got the acceleration. Holy moly. Yeah, the prototype. Well, that was what the one I was supposed to have raced in GTP, I think. Something like that. Oh boy. A little bit on this here there. I gotta be a little bit careful here. Gotta be a little bit careful here. Brake at the 40 meters is probably good. Oh gosh. Alright. Ah, okay. Might be why I don't remember it too much. Probably didn't compete all that much. But yeah. Uh-oh, easy. Come on, come on, come on. I gotta conserve my brakes because we're gonna get a couple of heavy braking zones coming up. And I do not want to lose my brakes. Losing brakes is bad. So I'm tapping E-brake to kind of wear out the tires more at the expense of, or in order to save our brakes. Because we started in the front, it does mean that we do have to get around 150 meters ahead of him, which is going to be tough. It's going to be very tough. There we go. Okay. good. And now the slasher. What if the team had already developed a new version? Ah, they just didn't do it. Big rip. Ooh, okay, transmission level 3. I would gladly take that. Alright. The Supra. The Civic versus Supra. The hyped up JDM cars battle. Yeah, you're gonna be a fast one, aren't ya? I ain't too sure. Like, it was quick, but probably not the best. Prototypes back in the old GTP days. Okay. Anyway, I gotta lock in. There we go. Run wide. Thank you for giving me the position. I will say that despite the GTP is not doing all that competitive, the Mazda GTOs were pretty great. I did like the Mazda GTOs. Those are pretty awesome. Oh. Well, we beat the slasher in under 30 seconds. I wasn't expecting that. I'll take it though. I will gladly take that. Nice, and we get some money. Anyway, I'm gonna be saving now. It is getting late. It's 11:30. I gotta make sure I get a few things sorted tonight, and I gotta get dishes still. But anyway, I'm gonna be ending the stream now. Thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the stream, please make sure you like, subscribe. Let me know what you're doing well in the comments down below. If you didn't like the stream, please let me know what you're doing poorly so I can fix that in the future. With that being said, I've been Umbras, and wherever you're in the world, whatever it is for you, may it be a great time, and I'll see you all in the next stream. Until then, take care everybody. Bye bye!